I want you to get laser focused for the next 25 to 30 minutes. And if you have the ability to sit next to your significant other, please do so, because 4 eyes are always better than 2. This webinar could define your future and build up your legacy to where you truly deserve to be. I just want you to turn off all notifications. If you have any distractions around you, please clear that out just for the next 25 minutes. The individual I have the honor and privilege to actually introduce and bring up today is someone who I know for several years. In actual fact, she has been one of the pioneering members, and she actually launched this idea in Europe, Oceania, and she's helped mentor and coach over 350,000 people. She has created multiple millionaires through this concept. She is a $1 million lifetime earner, which means she's made over $1 million in a career with this company. And I will tell you, she is highly credible to share a story and tell you how to win big at this company and how you could take this from where you are to where you truly deserve to be. Efrosyni Adamides, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you see me and can you hear me, Session?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thank you for that awesome introduction, champion. It's a pleasure, it's a privilege, and an honor in order to share this with you and be able to be introduced by you, knowing what you have accomplished in the company. So, guys, as Sachin shared, my name is Efrosyni. I've had the pleasure of being a part of this amazing company for the last 10 years. And whether you're watching this live right now, whether maybe you're watching a recorded version of this, I was in exactly the same spot as you 10 years ago when my brother introduced me to this concept. And to give you a little bit of background, guys, I'm originally from Cyprus. I spent half my life in Australia. Growing up and listening to what my parents were saying to me when I was little, that if you want anything in life that is of significance, it's going to take a lot of hard work. And I was following that plan for a very, very long time until one day my brother invited me to share this idea with me. And I felt like when I saw this idea 10 years ago, that there was light at the end of the tunnel. And the person that invited you to watch this video or to watch this webinar right now, they only invited you because they're excited about this idea, they're excited about this concept. And we always tell people, when you're excited about something, share this with the people that you care about the most. Because you don't know who right now is watching this, that maybe you've been praying for something, you've been looking for something to help you enhance the quality of your life. And 10 years ago, when I saw this idea, to give you an idea, I was one of those people that loved what I did. I was very passionate about the job that I was doing, but I found myself working 80 to 100 hours a week. Literally, I would book an appointment to spend time with the family, and I'd be sitting there looking at my watch going, I gotta go. I've got a meeting, or I've got this, or I've got that. And I sat there and I looked at my life, and every single New Year's, I'd be looking back at the year just gone and saying to myself, something's got to change. You know, next year I got to do something that's going to make my life better. But because we're creatures of habit, you know, we end up going back and doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what I found myself being stuck in this wheel where I was just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result and wondering why nothing was happening and nothing was changing. When I saw this idea, I met a gentleman. When I looked at him on stage and I saw that guy and I thought, you know, he's traveling every single month. He's got time freedom. He's got money freedom. And he had the kind of lifestyle that I wanted for myself. And when I saw him and I saw this vehicle, I realized, you know what, if you're part of the right vehicle, things can change. And literally fast forward 10 months after that now, once I joined that night, 10 months later, I was able to walk away from my full-time job, be able to now travel the world, taking 1 or 2 holidays every single month. And life has been truly a blessing. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, what is this all about? Well, where the name of our company is called World Ventures. Our slogan is making a living, and we're the world's biggest VIP travel and lifestyle club. And what's cool about it is that at the core of our company, which is Dream Trips, our lifestyle and travel club, the only way that you can be a part of our club is if you get invited. So congratulations for making it on the list to get invited to our club, because if you don't get invited, you can't join our club. And to give you an idea, guys, we're an award-winning travel club. You know, when I look at opportunities, and I get a lot of opportunities thrown at me over the last few years, one thing that I always look at, I don't listen to opinions because opinions are biased, okay? I look at facts. I look at what is objectively the reviews of a company. And to give you an idea, in the travel industry, the most respected awards is called the World Travel Awards, is the equivalent of the Oscars for the travel industry. And if you go search worldtravelawards.com and you search Dream Trips, which is the name of our travel club, you're going to see 41 different awards over the last few years, from the world's leading travel club, Europe's leading travel club, and so on. Now, why are we winning all these different awards? Well, there's three main ways that you can travel with our club. One is our booking engine, and this is a little bit like the appetizer. So literally through our booking engine, you can book anything travel. You can book your flights, hotels, you know, villas, condos, anything, including even activities. I just literally booked an activity to take my little nephews for a Harry Potter experience, to see the studio, the making of Harry Potter here in London, and I just booked it directly from our site. So anything travel you can do, but at guaranteed prices. And there's a way to even take those guaranteed prices and create an extra saving off that, which I'll show you how to do that through our loyalty program shortly. Booking engine is great, but our signature dish, our secret sauce, is called Dream Trips. And Dream Trips is exactly, that's what it says on the name. It's the dream holiday that everybody would love to have, but we just settle for a holiday, okay? What's a dream holiday? A dream holiday is when everything's taken care of. You literally, you click a button and you know that the hotel's quality controlled. You know that when you get there, you don't have to think in terms of what are some of the activities that I can do in this particular area. You know, where should I go eat? There's a host there that their only job is literally to ensure that you have a great time, okay? It's that trip that we all want to have, but usually we settle for something that's less because of time that it's going to take to put a trip like that together, or the high cost that is usually associated. Now, what our company does is that we literally leverage the buying power of several million members that have joined our club so far. And by leveraging the buying power, we're able to go to across to so many resorts around the world and be able to secure great value prices for you guys as the members, because we have this great buying power. And I want to give you guys some examples. Now, we do thousands of trips every single year, so obviously I'm not going to show you thousands, but I want to give you a little bit of a flavor. Trips like, for example, in Spain, in Lanzarote, in Spain, 6 days, 5 nights. Now, these, you'll see every single trip includes different activities, different meals, and you'll see a price after points. The point system is our own loyalty program. 1 point is the equivalent of $1. And I'm going to show you how you can get the points later on. So you have a price that you pay as a member, but after you deduct the points, you get an even better saving as a member. So in this particular trip, for example, 6 days, 5 nights, you see after you've deducted the points for all 5 nights with a tour, with a camel ride as well to go see the volcanoes, it's $444 for all 5 nights. Now, obviously for this kind of prices, we don't include flights because we have members in 45 countries and we don't know which country people are going to come to. That's why you have the booking engine as well, where you can go even extend your dream trip. And let's say, for example, if you're watching this right now from Australia, you might not want to come to Europe for 5 nights. You might want to turn around and book 5 nights in Spain, then another dream trip in Italy, and then using the booking engine, combine the two, maybe book some car rental and take a 5-night dream trip and turn it into a 2-week trip over in Europe. Other examples, Rhodes, Greece. This is an all-inclusive. What does that mean? It means all you can eat, all you can drink, plus an island cruise, plus another half-day tour. On top of that, you see the price of the points works out to about $100 per night. That's $100 per night for 3 meals at a 5-star hotel. It is ridiculous. Koh Samui in Thailand. I've been to Thailand so many times. Koh Samui is definitely one of my favorite spots so far in Thailand. Holy Land, I literally just booked this. This is happening on the 3rd of January now to go in order to go see the Holy Land, walk where Jesus walked, to go to Nazareth, to Bethlehem, to so many amazing places. Firstly, it's not a cheap thing in order to organize. And secondly, it's a lot of work to organize different activities for every single day. And this is all everything taken care of. And we even do themed dream trips, guys. Things like sports dream trips. We just had a trip right now to see the Rugby World Cup that's happening over in Japan, NBA, even volunteerism. So if you love to give back, we do a lot of trips in third world countries where we build schools, we build orphanages. And in fact, we even caught the attention of Oprah Winfrey's magazine that featured us in the magazine for the impact that we made on the local education system of Guatemala by building over 150 schools. And what's cool about it is that literally by you joining tonight, a percentage of your membership goes towards sustaining our foundation. So it's 100% funded and supported through our members, as well as obviously doing the volunteerism. So that's like signature dish. Third way of traveling is what we call anytime escapes or screaming deals. And these are crazy deals, literally crazy deals with a bunch of hotels around the world that we partnered up with that you can book anytime. So let's say if some of the dates of the dream trips don't suit you, I want to show you some examples, and you'll see, 9-10 months of the year that you can book a bunch of different dream trips, anytime escapes, and you're able to deduct some additional points of that as well. So for example, Santorini, if you've never been to Santorini, put that on your bucket list. This is one of my favorite spots in the world, especially the sunsets in Santorini are absolutely magical. You need to experience that at least once in your life. You can see these, it's $198. You can apply 40 points. Staying at a 5-star hotel in Santorini. Guys, ever since the Kardashians started going to Santorini, the prices have gone crazy. This is a ridiculous price. Even in Spain, okay, $47 for Spain in a 2-bedroom apartment. Okay, so you get the idea. And the icing on the cake is also your personal concierge service. So guys, up until recently, we've had 2 memberships that cater for the 90% of the population, but due to popular demand, our company wanted to create something for the extra 10% of the population. The 10% of the population that wants some extra attention to detail. Things like being able to book, for example, private jets, private yachts, having your own dedicated concierge service that you can call at any point and tell them, hey, look, I want to rent a car to go from this location to that location. Or, we wanted to book some tickets for a concert. I booked some tickets for Madonna. Called on my concierge service. I said, look, I want to see Madonna. Here's the date that I can do. She's playing in London. These are the kind of seats that I want. They found me the tickets, booked it, done, saved myself a bunch of time. Because let's face it, guys, the one commodity that every single one of us has, no matter what background you are, what country you're from, where you're living, is we only have 24 hours in a day. What we do with it determines the quality of our life. So every single moment is valuable. Now, this Titanium membership is for people that know how to appreciate quality. And I'm going to actually give you a little bit of an overview of this. To give you an idea, even private jets, to be able to charter a private jet, to be able to have access to private villas, exclusive villas on private islands with castles, even to be able to have access to the presidential circle of herds, which, to give you an idea, this is not something that you can normally buy. To be part of the presidential circle of herds, this is something you have to earn by almost being a member for them for years, depending on how often you're using it, and accumulating enough points to get to the presidential circle, which enables you to have lots of benefits, including big savings, even things like driving straight to the airport and having someone there to pick you up. And you just give them the keys. You don't need to go off the terminals and be able to take your luggage and run to make it towards your gate. All of this titanium membership is something that just launched right now and is literally taking off like crazy. And we even do signature titanium dream trips, the kind of experiences that everybody dreams about. Places like the St. Regis in Rome. I mean, guys, there's 5 stars and there's 5 stars, okay? The St. Regis is the quality that the Ritz-Carlton is on. This is 7 days, 6 nights, and includes VIP early breakfast at the Vatican. There's only a handful of companies. It's a very exclusive thing to be able to have a key, the golden key to the Vatican, which means you're able to get early access and have breakfast inside the Vatican, okay? This is unheard of. Imagine just the pictures you're going to have on your social media when your friends, instead of seeing you queue for hours outside the Vatican, they see you inside having a VIP early breakfast. The hotel includes a butler service, daily breakfast, early check-in, late checkout, and look at the price for that one. Staying at the Parc Hyatt in Paris and being able to get VIP tickets to the Moulin Rouge, one of the longest running shows in the world. And the way that our club works, guys, is that essentially we believe in rewarding you for sharing this with your friends. Because let's face it, if you want to go to Rome and stay at the St. Regis and go and have a VIP early access to the Vatican, you might want to take some friends with you to enjoy that experience. Well, we say that I'm going to show you how the membership works in a minute, that if you refer our club to your friends, every single friend of yours that buys a membership, we're going to reward you with points as well as cash, which I'll talk about in a second. And if you refer 4 of your friends, your monthly membership will be waived. And I'm going to show you how that works in a second. So 3 levels of membership. Titanium, which is our most exclusive membership. It's for the people that they aspire to have this kind of travel. All of the things that I've just shared with you is literally $1,000 US once in your life and $150 US per month. It's normally $199, but we do have a special promotion right now where you get it for $150, and that's a limited time promotion. And our company will give you 850 points. So essentially, whatever you spend, you get back in points to spend towards the dream trips. So essentially, if you spend $1, you get $1 back. How much did it cost you? It's better. You spend $1, you spend $1,000 to join the Titanium. A company will give you $2,000 credit towards a private jet, $1,000 towards a private yacht, plus the points, plus you're accessing a travel club that, to give you an idea, there's only one club that even comes about to 40 to 50% of the benefits that we offer, that their membership starts from $15,000. Crazy value, guys. Platinum is for the people that, let's say you're in a situation where, to give you an idea, if you travel like 2 times a month, Platinum is the best option. Gold is if you take maybe 1 holiday on a yearly basis. Titanium is if you know how to appreciate quality and you enjoy aspirational travel. So Platinum is $300 US once in your life and $100 US a month. Gold is $200 US once in your life and $57 US on a monthly basis. So all of that, again, guys, you're able to get back in points, and your monthly membership, you also get back on your 12-month anniversary. Guys, this is how we've been able to literally take so many experiences, so many holidays around the world, from working with lions in Botswana to going to Vegas every single year, swimming with dolphins in Mexico, visiting the end of the rainbow in Zimbabwe, even doing a helicopter ride over Zimbabwe, and literally taking an average of 1 or 2 trips every single month the last few years. But I'll tell you what, this would not have been possible had it not been for the second part that I'm going to share with you now, which will literally over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share with you a business opportunity that enables you to leverage the biggest industry in the world, which is travel, $8 trillion a year, and it's expected to double over the next 10 to 15 years by leveraging a smart business system that enables you to make a little bit of money with the effort of a lot of people in your network, which I'm going to share with you shortly. Now, what's important for you to know, guys, is that our company's been around for 14 years. We're not a new company trying to figure things out. We're a well-established company with $1 billion in revenue over the last few years. In fact, $2 billion just in the last 3 years, and we're just getting warmed up. We're opening 40 countries right now. We're opening a bunch more in the next few months. And let's put things in perspective, guys. Every single one of us in today's world has social media. We're connected to the outside world with these phones. We're connected to social media like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Messenger, all these different things. And Facebook, which essentially has connected over 2 billion users, we build it. You and me, we build it with our network, with our friend request all around the world. Mark Zuckerberg created a clever system that enabled him to leverage our network, build him into one of the youngest billionaires in the world for free. By us sharing a few friend requests and our friends doing the same thing. We're teaching people how to do exactly the same thing, but the difference is enable you to get paid. And this is what I saw 10 years ago. When I saw, hang on a minute, I can have a business for $50 US once in my life and $25 US a month. I mean, I live in London. You go outside, you get a couple of cups of coffee and literally, and a muffin, and there goes your $25 US, okay? I mean, it's crazy, but it's a proven system. We keep it very, very simple, and we teach people how basically leveraging their network, they can make a little bit of money or a lot of money or crazy income, depending on how big they want to build it. And let me put things in perspective. Let's say you get started today, and you just introduce this to 6 platinum customers. So you get started with platinum, you spend $350 US today and $125 US on a monthly basis from the following month. Remember, when you share this with 4 friends, your monthly membership for the product becomes 0. So if you get started with platinum, you spend $350 and from the following month, $125. But if you get your first 4 friends by the same membership, you only spend $25 a month. Plus, if you share this with 6 friends that get started within a 4-week period, you also make $800 US in cash and $1,200 in points. Now you have 6 people in your team. What if those 6 share this with 1 person each? You've made $900 US, okay? Now, what's clever about that? Guys, most people, including myself 10 years ago, when I was working 80 to 100 hours a week, I was getting a decent income, but I was only as good as the last month. Money would come in, bills would come in. As good as the paycheck was, so was the bills. By the end of the month, I was right back where I started. Go back the next month, and the cycle just kept on going. I had no way of leveraging my time. So if I didn't work, I didn't get paid. Here, once you start building a team, then with your team and your team's efforts, you can start leveraging your income, which is how the wealthy get wealthier, is by leveraging time, leveraging income, okay? So $900 by introducing 6 in 4 weeks, and they introduce 1 person each. What happens if we do that with titanium? 6 sales in 4 weeks, $1,600 US. What if they introduce 1 person each? $2,400 US in cash, plus points, etc., etc. Guys, I just want to give you a little bit of a flavor how quickly this can grow, okay? The most powerful income in the world is called residual income. And residual income is when you start getting paid a little bit of money of the effort of a lot, or something that you do once. I was in real estate when I saw this opportunity 10 years ago. I bought my first property in London for £333,000, so I can make £200 a month residual income. That means money left over after the bills were taken care of. And I thought that was a great investment. My plan was I get 10 properties, I make £2,000 a month, which was my bills at the time, and I got freedom. Until I saw this slide that you have on your screen right now. And when I saw the level of director, which I saw that the average income of a director is $1,800 US on a monthly basis. And you can get to it in one of 3 ways. You can either have 180 gold customers in your team, or 90 platinum, or 60 titanium. When I saw that, and I said to myself, I don't care how long it's going to take me to get to a level of director. I know that's going to be much easier than buying 9 more properties here in London, okay, especially with the way the property market is. But because of the training of the company, which I'll share with you shortly, I was able to achieve the level of marketing director in approximately 10 months part-time, and that was the point that I left my job. Currently, I'm at the level of international marketing director. I'm living in a beautiful apartment in the center of London. It's paid for by the company because you get a house bonus with that. Average income, $35,000 US a month. But what I'm most excited about is that I also have 32 people in my organization that are at that level as well. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, making 5 to 6 figures to 7 figures in our organization, and a bunch of people just having a lot more fun and definitely a lot more freedom in their life and fulfillment. But the key is the training of our company. So our company offers world-class training, and right now in Africa, we have an event called The View, which is happening right now. And this same event, literally in a few days, is going to happen in Las Vegas. And on the 1st until the 3rd of November, it's going to happen in Nice in France. Now, the gentleman that you see on the slide, his name is Mr. Marcusetta. And Mr. Marcusetta has been in the industry of network marketing for 35 years. Literally, to spend one-on-one time with him, he charges $5,000 US an hour, minimum 5 hours, because he's that qualified in the network marketing industry. And what he doesn't want private clients. He actually does these amazing events. This one event, which is my favorite event, he dresses up as different characters from different movies, historical characters. And let's face it, guys, if you got a favorite movie, if I said to you right now, think of a favorite movie, it doesn't matter how long ago you watched that movie, I can probably tell you that you know a favorite scene that you can think of. You remember it so vividly as if you saw it yesterday, but you might have seen it a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and so on. We retain information in high emotional states. So when you're watching a movie, you're being entertained, you're more likely to retain it. Well, imagine it's like watching a theater show. You're having fun, you're laughing, you're crying, but you're learning at the same time. And what's powerful is that we've studied and we've seen that the people that go to our events consistently make an average of 5 to 10 times more money than the people that don't. So I remember when I met this gentleman in 2009, and I said to him, what's the secret to building a big business. And he said one thing to me that I'll never forget, and up to this day, this is exactly what I do in order to build such a huge organization that we've been able to build of hundreds of thousands of customers around the world. He said, if you want to build freedom, build leaders. And leaders are born in seminars. He said, the more people you bring to these events, the more that your team's going to multiply, because the more we're going to help you build leaders. I literally followed that one formula, guys, and we got literally about 2,500 people from our organization just coming to France right now, and a bunch of people from the other events. And my invitation to you is that if you're serious in order to make the business work for yourself, don't just get started for the business, guys. It's like buying a brand new Ferrari and not knowing how to drive it. If you're going to get a Ferrari to drive you to your dreams, make sure you get the driving lessons to learn how to drive it fast so you can achieve your dreams faster. Now, normally the ticket price for this is $5.99. There is a limited time promotion right now. It's only $3.99, and there are limited seats right now. Just to recap, guys, there's many stories from around the world that have been able to build some crazy results. The gentleman that you heard at the beginning of this webinar, his name is Sachin Govender. And as you can see, he's the third guy on the top left. Young guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him when he was not even 18 years old yet. Big hunger in his eyes. He got started when he was 18. By the age of 21, he became one of the youngest self-made millionaires in World Ventures. Now he's 26 years old. He's achieved the highest level in our company, not once, not twice, but 4 times. So you do the maths. Average income $35,000 US on a monthly basis. He's done that 4 times, and I'm telling you, he ain't slowing down. He currently lives in the house of one of the ex-presidents of an African country in South Africa. That's where he's living right now. Huge mansion. Why? Because he was able to sacrifice a season of his life so he can build a legacy for himself and his future children. And there's so many other stories from around the world, guys, different backgrounds, different ages. You know, in the center is myself and my brother who introduced me to the club. You know, we have people like Stavros Zinanos, one of the most respected leaders in World Ventures in all of Europe and the world, a guy that used to sell cars for a living, never did anything like this before, but able to achieve the highest level in the company in 21 months. And the stories just go on and on. Now, I'm just going to recap, guys. You have a couple of options right now. You can just choose the membership that best represents you, and also ask yourself whether you're in a place in your life right now where you want more, whether you want more time, more freedom. Maybe you're in the place like I was when I saw this, where you feel like something needs to change, and you know that the life that you're living right now is not what you had in mind for yourself, but sometimes we just fall into things. If you're in that place where you want something more, guys, take the step and do something different so you can have something different tomorrow. Choose the membership that represents you. But at the same time, you know, what I want to share with you is that every single one of us, today's world, we have a smartphone. And the average smartphone costs a few hundred to $1,000 to $1,500 US. And we don't even think twice. We see people 14, 15, 16, 18 years old holding a smartphone that essentially costs the same as a titanium membership. And the average person, you know what they do? They have their phone so they can scroll and waste time on social media looking at other people's life. My invitation to you is invest in yourself, invest in your future. Do something today that your future self is definitely going to be thanking you for. Richard Branson, who's a billionaire, the founder of Virgin Group, the guy that had the vision to be able to take people to space when that wasn't even possible. He said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, even if you don't know how to do it, just say yes and learn how to do it later on. The guy's a billionaire. Now I want to finish off with this. We'll be doing webinars like this, and literally hundreds and hundreds of people have been watching this every single night. And we're going to do a bunch more webinars, and I can promise you the person that invited you is also sharing this with other people. My invitation to you is, if you liked what you saw, do not hesitate. Timing in our business is absolutely everything. And the way that we build is like literally first come, first served. So get back to the person that invited you. Do not wait till tomorrow. Get back to the person that invited you. Let them know which membership you want to get started with. And if you want more life into your life, if you want more increase, make sure you get booked for the next training as well, the View from the Edge in your region. And let's help you get started to the kind of life that you always thought you wanted for yourself, but maybe you haven't been able to create it yet. Let's help you to create that, to make it happen. Guys, thank you for taking the time to be on this webinar. Looking forward to seeing you on the beautiful beaches of the world.